This is no longer a reconnaissance mission. This is now a mission of vengeance. Hello and welcome once again to the Metroid Prime Trilogy. With Metroid Prime 1 out of the way, it's time for Echoes. Arguably my favorite of the three. Well, I did mention that it was my favorite. I suppose I should probably justify it now. Also, I have attempted to add custom high-resolution textures. We shall see if it actually works effectively or not. Mission file 02546. 8 days ago, contact with Galactic Federation Troop Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in the Dasha region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. You know it's gonna be good. Loading data. Scanning. Target found. Coordinates. Analyzing. Flight path set. This is quite a hectic little world, though. Samus may be in over her head here. Even from the outside, you can tell this planet is not stable. Lovely little storms this time of year. Hey, talk about a hell of a crash landing, huh? And now, the lady of the hour. Well, you can already tell that custom textures are kicking in, at least on Samus herself. That looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't seem to do anything about the aliasing that wouldn't result in extremely bad performance, so that's just something we'll have to deal with, isn't it? It's fine. Return to your ship to save your game and recharge your energy. You notice the scan visor is very much improved. Starship Hunter class, vessel registered to Samus Aran, your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Indeed. What about you? Statue houses a power grid, motivator unit, and an energy projection ray. All systems are offline due to age or structural damage. And what about you? The statue's motivator unit is functional but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternative energy source. And what about you? Acidic fluid. Fluids may be used by ingenious bioforms for digestive purposes. Shell is vulnerable to weapon fire. Indeed. So basically it's digesting its own web. That's peculiar, isn't it? May have to reduce things even more just to get a better performance. It seems to be less stable this time around. Unable to interface with door control system. Cannot translate alien text. Well, you're just gonna have to translate it, aren't you? Durable plant form adapted to low light environment. The presence of a plant container suggests that it was placed here for decoration, possibly by local sentients. This story checks out. It is damn durable, isn't it? I guess we're just gonna go jumping into the thick of it, aren't we? for some reason whenever I do anything. It wants to break mouse control. Yeah, you can figure it out by now. Open that, open that. And then, huzzah! Terminated bioform scan complete. Splinter, source of termination, inhalation of industrial-grade pesticide. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. Well, yeah, isn't that what Samus always does anyway? In these games, whenever the suit is destroyed, you're basically dead. Even if there wasn't an enemy nearby. It's basically just game over. Right. At least the scan visor works properly. Remember there used to be that during immolation, it would cause it to not function properly, making the game very hard to be playable. However, it was just a matter of changing things, which I think it does automatically now. You have downloaded the map for this area! Isn't that fun? Look at all that map! That's a lot of map! Huh. The Galactic Federation troopers that were up here, they must have collected quite a lot of data on this place, huh? Guess it makes sense. They were combing this area out. More dead, huh? I love the smoky effect. Wait, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, it might help if I knew where the hell I was going, huh? Maybe just a little bit. That's more like it. Kaboom! Now that is something out of a horror film. Terminated bioform scan complete. Standard human. Trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels suggest a state of extreme fear at time of death. Look at those creatures. Worker Splinter drone of the Splinter Hive. Low-level threat. Generates webbing for use in its duties. Okay, you gotta go to the logbook to find out more, huh? Go to hell, you little freaks. Sometimes you need to look around to find targets. Indeed. I'm doing that now. Thankfully, because of Prime Hack, looking around is easy. Wish I could cut these boys down. They don't deserve this. This is quite a fate. Unfortunately, the best I can do is just shake them around. Like this. That's morbid, isn't it? You can't free them, but you can shake them around. I guess it doesn't matter ultimately, but still. That doesn't mean it isn't unfortunate. Ah, personal log entry. Fair enough. Unable to access gate controls. Right. Gonna use the morph ball for this one. Come on, you little freaks. Think you're going? Huh? Get away from me. You're gonna get yours, you messed up freak. But yeah, did you notice that the game is all around more polished than Metroid Prime 1? I mean, not just because of the high-res textures that I introduced, that may have been a bad idea because it might have actually increased performance load, although I doubt it did all that much. But still, it's quite good. Especially look at this. You can actually see it right here. The ground that Samus is on. Yeah, did I mention there are zombies? Zombies. That's a thing. Well, they're essentially zombies. They're a life form controlling a corpse. It may as well be. Dark Trooper, deceased GF soldier. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs of this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. Yeah. This is no way for a trooper to be held. Ah, crap. Well, I'm disgracing them even further by missing my shots. I'm gonna have to increase the performance somehow. I may even have to remove the high-res textures. That would suck. I'm sure there are other ways to improve the performance, though. Hopefully without making it look like crap. That would suck. Alright, come on. Oh look, I've got missiles now. Sorry, boys, it had to be done. Alright, let's do this. Security panel online. More of them await. You can actually see their zombified faces under the cracked glass mask. It does look sick. They definitely set up as a horror movie of sorts. From top to bottom, this is the darker cousin. It's like the Majora's Mask to Metroid Prime 1's Ocarina of Time. Nothing. Come on, give me something. Oh. I guess I don't really need any missiles, and my health is almost at the top, so I guess that makes sense. Unfortunately, since I did 100% Metroid Prime 1, you probably... there's no build-up leading to this. Although I'm pretty sure 99% of you know who this is anyway. Now, doesn't that look familiar? Looks just like someone, doesn't it? Only darker. Well, only one thing to do. Geronimo! Get used to this. You're going to be seeing this a lot throughout this playthrough. And I do mean a lot. And this is the part where the game justifies you starting from scratch. You freak. How cowardly of you. You cut off my one form of defense and then you just run off? Coward. Samus, you might want to retreat. You can't take on them. At least not now. Run. Or just let them dogpile on you, that works too. Whatever works for you, Samus. Yeesh. Hold on, let me try to prove something here. Maybe that'll help. The AA is even lower now, but it seems to help. AA actually hurts it quite a bit, unfortunately. I wonder what would happen if I used NVIDIA's unique AA over this. It's worth a shot, I think. I'll have to experiment. At least for now, the game appears to be running much better than it was before. The frame rate's in the 50s. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Well, at least unless it's loading in new areas. Oh. Right, I no longer have missiles. Very unfortunate. They still have a charge beam. Luckily they didn't take that away in this one. You're not completely left alone. Alright, come on, let's do this. Oh, sorry, pal. Of course. He disappears right as I'm scanning him. How rude. Alright, let's get this over with. Yes, I want to save. What do you want? What do you think? From top to bottom, you can definitely tell that Retro Studios used what they learned in the first game, their experience with it, and they used it to make the second game definitely aesthetically better. It looks cleaner. That's not to say it necessarily looks better completely, because Metroid Prime 1 also had a very beautiful aesthetic in a lot of its environments. And I'm not going to say this looks worse, but it doesn't have that classic green nature look nearly as much. It looks more alien, which has its own charm. And from a presentation standpoint, it looks sharper, it looks more polished. You know what I mean? Looks like they actually had more time to work on this one. Or at least they had more experience this time around. Especially the scan visor. Rather than just having some kind of icon near objects, everything's color-coded that can be scanned, and it's very helpful. Every color tells you something, like green means you've already scanned it. This is a combat crane. Why would you need a combat crane? Don't you mean just a regular crane? It's a heavy transport crate. The unit cannot be destroyed. It's a secure Galactic Federation crate. These crates are made of the strongest metals in the cosmos. They cannot be destroyed. Good to know. Control system online. Industrial winch engaged. You pathetic winch. Move it, winch. What? I'm referring to the actual winch. Don't give me that look. And another thing I can't interface with. Because it's alien. See? Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate alien text. You're gonna need a translator eventually. Probably. What are you little freak? Green Crowley, omnivorous hunter-gatherer. What that means, they can eat both meat and non-meat. I was gonna say fruits, but let's be real, it's more like fruits, vegetables, grains, stuff like that. Both meat and non-meat, that's the fast way of saying it. Yet more of this. This is just to make sure that you really have practice aiming. As if the possessed troops weren't enough. But it's fine, it's fine. You know, the funny thing is Metroid was always inspired by the Alien franchise, but this looks really inspired by the Alien franchise, and I'm assuming it's on purpose. Sorry, soldier. Huh. Here's a log entry. I would check it out, but I gotta move forward. Maybe some other time. Right, that's something I already scanned. Check that out. Does that look good or what? The temple grounds. You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and turn anti-aliasing completely off. There you go. It'll take a second to actually register what just happened, unfortunately, but there we go. Now it has literally no anti-aliasing whatsoever, but it should run its maximum. At least without further gimping things. This one is not a worker. This one is a hunter. Aggressive and dangerous in numbers, their light armor is no match for your weapons, however. Little freaks. sorry that you've built up a society here, and I'm just sort of muscling in on that, but, you know, you will need to update your translator files. This, on the other hand, seems to work just fine. Industrial winch engaged. Yet again. What is it with these winches? Look at that. Huh. They are really making it obvious, aren't they? Just die already. But of course that requires a charge beam shot, I assume. Unit cannot be destroyed. Connection to winch system failing. Cable strength is at critical. Okay, I didn't need a charge beam. All I had to do was shoot it normally. Good to know. This, on the other hand, is going to make me fall because I'm an idiot. But then what else is new, right? Once I get up there, I can actually do it. There we go. Very interesting little setup here. Red means important. Gate security protocol initiated. You are cleared to proceed. Some gates will remain locked down to prevent further incursions by hostile forces. Fair enough. Whatever you say, pal. I'll just keep moving on then. Definitely get a good feel for the environment here. It's having you move all around, and you can see that there is a central location, or maybe not in this spot specifically, but there's a centralized location somewhere that isn't visible right now, but rest assured it is somewhere. Initiating automated distress signal, adjusting transmitter for optimal performance. Fortunately, it probably still can't cut through this thick storm. That being said, it's probably not specifically for that. Transmission failed due to atmospheric interference. Yeah, go figure, huh? Right, more of these guys. Can't you just leave the dead well enough alone? Bad enough possessing the living, but possessing corpses that have been corpses for a while? Do you have no shame? I'll answer that for you, no. Huh. Is that my ally? Damn. You know the worst thing than a sneezing fit? A sneezing fit that never happens. Okay, so it isn't necessarily my ally. It was neutral. Just like those turrets from Half-Life. Unable to scan target. Local interference blocking scan visor. Whatever, man. I'm not sure if the actual detail is up from Prime 1 or if it's just the colors. But something about it does look cleaner. That's just weird. Door's having trouble there, isn't it? Good thing I was able to grab that, huh? Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. I remember this. There's supposed to be a way that you can jump up there and get an extra missile tank. But it's very difficult to pull off, I'll tell you that. Maybe I can try it. It's sort of it's supposed to be like a speedrunning technique to avoid having to go with that cutscene, but if you do it right, it could give you an extra missile tank than normal. Eh, forget it. I'm probably not going to be able to do it, at least not within the purview of this video. And I doubt you guys want to see me just jumping around all day, so let's get this over with. The tragedy. Unfortunately, there was no saving them. They were already long gone by the time you arrive. Although I'm pretty sure that was obvious. There were corpses scattered everywhere. This is their final transmission. A very unfortunate one. Date cycle 7.014.2. I didn't have time to read all that. While on patrol in the Dasha system, we engaged in an unknown space pirate frigate. The enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed on the planet Aether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Sound familiar, doesn't it? Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our comm systems. Upon landing, we split into 2 units, one to set up an up base. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. There's actual voice acting. They're closing in fast. I couldn't make out what he said after that, but then he said, "I need backup." Yeah, those aren't just splinters. Those are the Darkling-possessed splinters. Much like the Darkling-possessed troopers that Samus had to fight earlier. They're even stronger. And they attack in such numbers. Federation troops didn't have a chance. It was all he could do just to send out that one last transmission. Just to explain their story. Poor bastards got overwhelmed. Rest in peace, soldier. Samus is here. And she's ready to finish what you started. This is for them. This is no longer a reconnaissance mission. This is now a mission of vengeance. Of pure holy vengeance. I swear those troopers will be avenged. Or my name isn't Samus Aran. Or at least, her name isn't Samus Aran.
Recording to logbook.
Kinetic orb cannon. Huh, fires small spherical objects. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? With this, I can avenge them. What's this? Object appears to be a damaged piece of powered art. Hollow projectors are offline. Combat damage appears final. Repairs are unlikely. Yeah, a lot of things in here seem beyond repair. If I'm being honest. Ah, right. I should have grabbed this first. The missile launcher has been acquired. Yeah, I get the whole spiel. Looks like the Dark Splinters have arrived. These are the ones that killed the crew. Dark Splinter, Darkling possessed insectoid predator. Threat level raised. Now I can avenge them. You bastards killed the Galactic Federation troops. And now you're gonna die. You're all gonna die. You haven't learned what true pain really is. Allow me to show you. Pitiful fools. Those Galactic Federation troops, they're my allies. You strike them, and you may as well have struck in me. Access to map station granted. Huh, there's a map station in here. Good thing I actually took the time to check it out, huh? I won't stop until every last one of those Dark Splinter bastards are dead. This is an extermination mission, not just a vengeful mission. Alright, let's move on. Ah, okay. That's interesting. It actually tells you that their names. Well, I'm going over my time limit here, so as I'm going on, you can check out these names at your own interest. You can always just pause the video and read them. I'm not going to read them out loud, there's not enough time for that. However, I will say that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like tragedy. And holy vengeance, I'm going to rip them all to shreds. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and very pleasant day in this hellhole. See you later. If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.